Hey all, Hipper here. Today we are taking out the Amalfi, and I am really starting to like this ship. I still don't have Mimbelli here fully upgraded. I still need another about 10 commendations before I can get him Legendary 4 and cut another 0.3 second of the rudder or something like that, so I can get it down to 2.7 seconds, somewhere around that. Once that happens, I am sure this ship will have a very bright future, at least on my Xbox, uh, because that'll just bring it down below 3 seconds, down into the area where like an agile build starts to be really, really dangerous. So I like how this ship allows you to play like a lot more fearlessly as like compared to what you do in other cruisers, because you have that rolling smoke. I know I say this in every video, but it allows you to get out of pretty much any situation, um, as long as you know what you're doing, basically. So here I am just steaming straight in until I spot the enemy, and of course that gives me XP. So that's another plus on being the first in. And like I say, the early bird gets the worm, but the YOLO bird gets citadeled. So there's a fine line between being the first cruiser in and the first cruiser citadeled. So here we are just avoiding all the return salvos here. Very nice. And like I said before, with the faster rudder, that will be even better. And I'm actually quite excited. So that Chapayev there just had to eat a citadel. And, it looks like I had to eat one myself as well, but very small one, doesn't matter. We have heals. So now you see I'm using my smoke to cover my broadside while I'm turning around here. And I'm turning around because there are just too many enemies in here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 or 6 enemies here, and that's just too many. We'll need to disengage and then go back again. But the way an agile cruiser disengages is that like you make sure you're still a target, so you're still tanking shells. It's not like a concealment cruiser where you just go dark and then you wait for another opportunity to strike. No. An agile cruiser, you are always a target, all the time, even when you are retreating. Because another thing is we never stop firing either. So we are going to take some damage, we are going to tank some shells, and that's alright. That is exactly what we're here for. See how many enemies are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A lot. And then Massachusetts is pushing, so we'll have to see if we can get some torps in there to make him change his mind. We just need to find a lull in all these incoming salvos here until we can actually show some broadside and not get totally wasted for it. So you can see I've been up front for, well, 3 minutes now, the first 3 minutes of the game. So now I'm heading back to like the line where all my other ships are, and then I'm going to head in again. And hopefully this time when I head in, I'm going to get some support. It's totally understandable there's no support in the beginning, because most people just think you are like some kind of YOLO fool rushing in. So they're hanging back, so that's I understand that. But now that we softened up the enemy a bit here, and I'm gonna sit here behind the island a little bit and be very selfish. But when we softened up the enemies a little bit, we can push again. And on this flank, on this map, all you really gotta do is stall the enemy. Like, keep as many enemies as busy as you can for as long as you can. And in this battle here, that is going really well. We have like 2/3 of the team over here trying to push through on this side. And pushing through on this side here is just, it's not stupid. You can't pull it off. I mean, we are going to pull it off on this flank here, but it's better just to like wait it out and like, just annoy the enemy and make them waste time and resources over here while the rest of the team takes A. There's a nice little salvo incoming here that we don't have any problems with. I don't even have to use my smoke at the moment. I still have 2 left. So we're pushing this Massachusetts back here, and he's in a bit of trouble now because he's suddenly very alone. And that's when I decide to simply just push forward here. I really want to get that Chapayev from, there he is, the Chapayev from before. I really don't like that ship. And every time I sink one, it is a celebration. Because I think when the Russian T-7 cruisers came out, Kutuzov and Chapayev, they were just so overpowered that like they changed the way the whole game was played, especially for the people who used to play battleships and who like to play battleships. And I think these 2 ships here single-handedly did some damage to that aspect of the game. Of course, it's even worse with Cleveland and Worcester and who knows what after. But these 2 ships here have a dark place in my heart, and I really enjoy sinking them. And of course, it has nothing to do with who sails them. It is all about the ship. So here we have a very rare guest here, a Boise. I don't see many of those around anymore. When that ship came out, I was so disappointed. I remember I bought it and I played it, and I thought this is like probably one of the worst cruisers I've ever played, and it still is one of my hate ships. But I've kind of softened up on it a little bit, but it's still not a ship that I play voluntarily. So here we have my good Chapayev, and he is totally gone there. That was an excellent salvo, and it makes me feel good, and I feel like I have avenged a few battleship players who got burnt down about a year ago when those ships came out. And here we have a nice AFK Mayoko, and of course we're going to take that full opportunity to citadel the crap out of him. And again, the early bird gets the AFK Mayoko. This is excellent. So I'm just gonna milk him before anyone else gets a chance, and then I'm going to head in towards Cap B and see if I can't link up with that cruiser from before. And there he is, and it looks like he is broadside on. So I make a bit of an error here. I think he's reversing for some reason, but actually he's sitting still. I just didn't notice when I was taking the shot, but these things happen. Anyway, now he is definitely moving forward, so we can start to get some good shots in on him. And he has nowhere to run. He has mountains behind him, and there's really only one way he can go. Because if you look at the map, you can see my team closing in from every other opening pretty much. Yeah, he's slowing down a little bit, trying to be smart, but he's not. Another 2 nice citadels there, so that makes it 11 citadels so far in this battle here. I know some of them was on an AFK Mayoko, I know that, but still, they are citadels. So we're just gonna have one more salvo on this guy, and then we can turn in and concentrate on B, which was kind of the point anyway. That's him out of the way, and we make it to 12 citadels then. So we have 1 cruiser left somewhere over here behind A, and I would love to get in a few more citadels. But first we have to capture this B cap here, and although there's already 2 ships in there, I'm very fast, so I can get in there as well and get a little bit of XP here for helping. And our lost cruiser shows up here over at A, and probably not too happy about being spotted that early, but what can he do? And, I do get a very nice hit there, but I don't get any citadels. It's a little bit annoying, but that's the way it is, I guess. Try again before the guy angles a little bit, but still no luck. So I'm trying to get in here before that destroyer. I know what he's thinking, and I want this ship before the destroyer does. But unfortunately, he's in a really awkward angle for me, so I can't really pin his front. And my torps are way slower than the destroyer's torpedoes, so there's no way I can reach that ship before he actually fires his torps, which is a shame because I really like to take out my brother ship here, but that's just not gonna be. So destroyer fires torps, and he is out of the game. And that was again a very typical agile cruiser battle here. Like, you head into the cap, see what's going on, you either push or you retreat, and then you do it again, all over again. One big spiral, pretty much. And see like nearly 3,500 XP here. So I'll see you out there, guys.